So many times I have heard the sentence that manga readers use. Oh, manga is way better, you should try manga. Oh, animation was bad, try reading a manga. So, that's why I decided to make this video because I was the guy who never listened to them. Also, this question mirrors a broader one. Why do some of us choose books over movies? I want to break down this opinion about anime and manga, like what's the main difference between them. In my opinion, this debate whether reading is better than watching films has been one of the most subjective topics. I came across this quote from Vonnegut. Artists use frauds to make human beings seem more wonderful than they really are. Dancers show us human beings who move much more gracefully than human beings really move. Films and books and plays show us people talking much more entertainingly than people really talk, make paltry human enterprises seem important. Singers and musicians show us human beings making sounds far more lovely than human beings really make. Architects give us temples in which something marvelous is obviously going on. Actually, practically nothing is going on. I don't completely agree, but there is something to take away. I think books or mangas are raw stories and raw characters, and that's why people are more drawn towards reading a novel or a book. It's like more authentic, and that's why I really liked this quote. I have always been on anime only viewer train because since childhood I hated reading books and still do, but like 6 years ago or something like that I tried to read my first ever manga and it was something else. It was All I Need Is Kill, check it out, it's really good. And after this manga it really made me shift my opinion on anime. I don't think the anime has ever got to me on emotional level that high as manga did. Manga that really got to me was Oyasumi Ponpon, and I really want to make an in-depth review, so if you guys want to see that, just let me know in the comments. Also, people always bring up power of imagination. When we read manga, just like when we read books, our minds fill in the gaps. We imagine the characters' voices, the sound effects, and the movement. This active engagement allows us to create a personalized experience that is unique to us, and it creates a deeper bond between a reader and the character. Manga with its static images provides a framework but leaves much to our imagination. This is akin to how reading a novel lets us picture scenes and characters vividly in our minds. Anime, while visually stimulating us, presents a complete picture which can limit our imagination. Also, we have to consider the depth and nuance in storytelling. Manga often allows for more detailed exploration for characters' thoughts and backstories. Each panel can be packed with intricate details, subtext, and symbolism. In contrast, anime, constrained by time and budget, may leave out some parts and it becomes not as much detailed as manga. Reading manga also gives us control over pace. We can linger on a beautifully drawn panel, reread a moving dialogue, or skip over less interesting parts. This control enhances our connection to the story, making it a deeply personal journey. Anime, with its fixed pace, doesn't offer this same level of control. I don't exclusively prefer manga over anime. I like both mediums, but when it comes to anime adapted from manga, most of the time manga is better, mainly because of better control over how I take information and that the story is generally better told. Oftentimes there are also cases where the story is changed to suit the runtime of the anime or is left incomplete, like Tokyo Ghoul, or one of the biggest disappointments in terms of animation, Berserk, and how can we forget 7 Deadly Sins. I have watched like 60 episodes of One Piece and in my opinion it is up there, like it's painful to watch because of the pacing it has. On a more personal note, and I think that's why people like manga more than anime, because reading manga can be an intimate and reflective experience. It allows for quiet moments of contemplation, much like reading a novel. Finally, let's not forget the sense of community among manga readers, sharing thoughts and theories about the story, discussing the artwork and anticipating the next chapter can create a strong bond among the fans. For any fan of manga, the debate between reading manga and watching anime can be a hot one, but when it comes down to it, reading manga is often the better experience for a number of reasons. One of those reasons is that it is more immersive. When you read manga, you can become so completely lost in the story that it feels like you are living the adventure along with the characters. The artwork is extremely detailed and full of emotions, making it easy to visualize the story. You can take your time going through each page and really delve into all the little details that bring the story to life. This can create an incredibly immersive experience, one that you simply can't get from watching anime. Also, I have never heard someone say like anime is better, you should watch it, or manga was bad and anime took it to a different level. Yes, there is Demon Slayer, that animation is on another level, and some may say that anime is better, but when it is filled with only visual satisfaction, you don't pay as much attention to the story. And there is Naruto. I think it's way better anime than the manga, so there are some exceptions. Sadly, studios have big role to play. Many times we have been disappointed of their adaptations, like really disappointed in films. We all know what comes to our minds when we think about production companies slacking at their job, or even continuing the series even though the book is not even finished. Manga stories tend to have much longer storylines than those found in anime series, giving readers the chance to truly appreciate the depth of the world building and character development. You can become more connected to the characters and their journey since you have more time to explore their lives and experiences. Reading manga can provide you with an experience that goes far beyond what can be offered by just watching anime. With greater attention to detail and immersive experience and longer storylines, it's easy to see why reading manga is often seen as superior to simply watching anime. While anime can be enjoyable, it often comes with the dreaded filler episodes. In anime, the plot is often drawn out to fill a certain amount of time. Manga, however, can cover a story arc much more quickly. When you read manga, you don't have to wait long for the action or suspense to unfold. Manga is also less likely to contain unnecessary filler content. That was all I wanted to say about manga and anime, so if you liked the video, please consider subscribing and thanks for watching.